The fourth step: withdraw your money from the banking system to protect the value of your savings. Go to your bank and withdraw at least 50% of the cash that you have in your accounts. Leave only the strict minimum necessary for the normal use of your credit cards and other electronic payment means. You need to know that legally, the money that you deposit in the bank no longer belongs to you. This may seem absurd, but it is a fact. From a legal point of view, your bank considers that you are lending it your money, so it is its possession, and it does with it what it wants. It owes you your money, but the money only becomes your possession again when you actually withdraw it at the counter in the form of banknotes or physical gold or silver bars that you can put in your pocket. I repeat, your money no longer belongs to you when it is in the bank. Legally, you are lending it to the bank, so it belongs to the bank. For states and financial institutions, this is the best way to control you and legally dispossess you of your savings if their power is threatened. They can rob you without you being able to do anything. In the event of the bank's bankruptcy, you lose everything with no legal possibility of getting reimbursed. If the state decides to directly deduct a percentage of your savings, they have the right to do so, as was the case in Cyprus a few years ago. The only way to escape this scam is to withdraw your savings from the bank while there is still time. Go to the counter, take banknotes, or better yet, buy some small physical gold or silver bars, but only at the spot market price. Take them home or put them in a safe. The only way to verify if your money is still worth anything, convert it into a real or tangible asset. If your bank refuses to sell you small bars, gold bars, silver bars, at the spot market price, it already means that your savings are worth nothing, or at the most, the value of the paper upon which the banknotes are printed, or the value of a number that is on the screen in their banking software application, i.e., worth nothing. If the bank agrees to sell you a few small bars, but charges you 20 to 40% fees, it means that they are already anticipating the loss of value of your money in 1, 2, 3 years down the line. To simplify, it means that your $1,000 of savings are already worth, in reality, only $600. You have already lost almost 50% of your savings. So I urge you to act. When only 10 or 20% of citizens go to the bank to withdraw their money and regain ownership of it, in fact, when they understand that they must protect themselves from the state's theft of their money, it triggers what professional financiers call a bank run. This instantly causes the implosion of the entire banking and financial system due to the bank's lack of liquidity, as they cannot cope with such a significant cash outflows. That is your goal. That is what you want to achieve. Rest assured The monetary chaos will only last a few hours or a few days at most. Breaking the financial system is not your objective. You want to see money reborn as a service of which you are the owner and the user. For that, today's system must die. There is no alternative. All the tools and computer technologies are already in place to move from state-controlled currency to currency obeying the constitutional rules described in Chapter 7, Sources of State Revenues, and Chapter 11, Constitutional Articles. It only takes a simple administrative decision that can be made in less than an hour. The real question is, will the state make us all equal before the value of money, as we are supposed to be before the law? The answer is obviously not. Obviously not without being forced and compelled to do so. All the sages who have considered the role of money in our societies have come to the same conclusion. The people must be given back what belongs to the people. States know that sooner or later they will be forced to return the control they have over currencies to the people, to return to citizens a service that belongs to them, to return to you that which belongs to you. They are only delaying the inevitable to control you for longer, to keep their total power over you for as long as possible. Again, read Chapter 7, Sources of State Revenues, especially the history of the central banks, to understand how they are guilty of malicious acts, dishonest use of legal violence, and maintenance of unconstitutional structures. Protect yourself. Withdraw all or at least 50% of your savings and trigger the bank run that will force our economic system to face the wall. It is up to you to do it. It is your responsibility. It can only come from you. Be an example. Be a resistant. Be a courageous person. You will emerge stronger, more powerful, and free.